we learned the seed production technology of maize varieties and hybrids. In this session, you will be learning another important millet crop. Any guess? Yes, it is sorghum. You know very well that sorghum is common millet of India with wider utility. It is used as feed, food and raw material for agri-based industries. Botanically, sorghum is known as Sorghum bicolor, belongs to the family Poaceae. Before taking up seed production, precise knowledge on the floral biology of crop is quite essential for planning and successful implementation of seed production program. Therefore, let us first understand the floral biology of sorghum crop. Sorghum is an often cross-pollinated crop, usually pollinated by insects and wind. The extent of outcrossing ranges from 6 to 45% and it depends on the nature of earhead or panicle. In loose panicles, the cross-pollination is more and in compact panicle, it is less. Spikelets occur in pairs on the lateral branches of the panicle. One is sessile, while the other spikelet is pedicellate. Sessile spikelet is bisexual one, while pedicellate spikelet is either male or sterile. Sessile spikelet is comparatively larger than staminate spikelet and each spikelet has 2 florets. Flower opening starts after 2 to 4 days of emergence of panicle from the boot leaf. Flowering starts from the tip of the panicle, proceeds downwards and completes in 7 days. Flower opening and anthesis will be from 2 am to 8 am. The pollen is viable for 10 to 20 minutes under field conditions. Fertile pollen is lemon yellow in color and as it becomes older normally turns to orange color. Receptivity of stigma starts 2 days before flower opening and remains for 5 days. In sorghum, seed production is done in both open pollinated varieties and hybrids. Seed production in varieties very easy as compared to hybrids. Seed production in varieties is done by sowing the seeds in isolation and allowed the seed crop to open pollinate or sometimes self by bagging the panicles during flowering. Contrary to the varietal seed production, hybrid seed production is highly skill oriented and more technology is involved. You all aware that a hybrid is defined as the first generation progeny of a cross between two genetically different identical inbred lines. The individual lines are known as inbreds. Ineffective cross-pollination is a major constraint in commercial hybrid seed production in many crop species. Sorghum being a often cross-pollinated crop, cross-pollination is not a big issue like rice. Availability of suitable pollination control mechanism is a key factor determining the success in commercial hybrid seed production. In sorghum, breeding tool utilized for commercial hybrid seed production is cytoplasmic genetic male sterility, otherwise known as 3-line breeding system. In this system, 3 inbred lines namely A line, B line and R line are involved in different stages of seed multiplication. A line is a male sterile line used as female line which does not produce functional pollen to set seed on its own. However, when this A line is crossed with male line called R line, otherwise known as restorer line, which restores the fertility in A line and sets hybrid seed. Multiplication of A line can be done by crossing A line with another male line called B line, otherwise known as maintainer line, which is the fertile counterpart of A line. Seed multiplication is usually done in definite system known as generation system of seed production. In sorghum, seed is multiplied by adopting 3 generation system starting from breeder seed to foundation seed and certified seed. Sorghum being often cross-pollinated crop, the chances of genetic contamination is relatively high. In 3 generation system of seed multiplication, Production of hybrid seed by crossing A line with R line is carried out in the certified seed stage of multiplication. The male sterile line and R lines are grown in certain planting ratio in an isolated field. Planting ratio may be decided by experience and pollen dispersal capacity of R line and wind velocity. In India, general practice is to plant 6 rows of A line and 2 rows of R line alternatively. Selection of suitable season for the chosen variety is very important to obtain good quality seeds. The best season for seed production is November to December, and the flowering should not coincide either with the rain or high relative humidity, as it will wash out the pollen. The maturation stage should coincide with dry weather. The temperature of 37 degrees centigrade is favorable for better seed set. The land selection for seed production is very important. The selected land should be free from volunteer plants. Hope you are aware that a volunteer plant is plant of same crop or species growing on its own, being self-sown from previous crop. Moreover, the same crop or other varieties of same crop should not have been grown in the field during the previous season. If the same crop had been grown in the previous season, it should have been of same variety that has been certified. The kind of land selection is highly important for maintenance of genetic purity. Adequate irrigation and drainage facilities should be available, and the field should not have problem soils which are not suitable for seed production. The selected land should be fertile. The problem soils will lead to low pollen fertility and adversely affect the seed set. To produce genetically pure seed, it is highly essential to isolate the seed crop from possible genetic contaminants, particularly at the time of flowering stage. Seed production plot should be isolated from other plots grown with same crop or any other possible genetic contaminants, including the objectionable weed of sorghum, that is Johnson's grass, botanically known as Sorghum haleppans. The seed crop of sorghum varieties should have 200 meters of isolation for foundation class and 100 meters of isolation for certified class from fields of other varieties of grains and dual purpose sorghum, and fields of same variety not conforming to varietal purity requirements for certification, all the sites of the seed production plot for maintenance of genetic purity. For hybrid seed production, the isolation requirement is 300 meters and 100 meters in foundation and certified seed stages respectively. However, seed crop of both varieties and hybrids are to be isolated by 400 meters from Johnson's grass and forage sorghum with high tillering and grassy panicles in both foundation and certified seed stages. In sorghum, differential blooming dates for modifying the isolation distance is not permitted. The seeds used for raising a seed crop should be of known purity, appropriate class, and should have been obtained from authentic seed source with respective class, certification seed tag, and a receipt. It is important to use adequate seed rate to maintain optimum plant population in the field. Depends upon the growing condition, the seed rate required for unit area may vary. The direct sown crop of sorghum varieties require a seed rate of 10 kg per hectare for irrigated condition and 15 kg per hectare for rain-fed condition. For transplanted seed crop, a seed rate of 7.5 kg per hectare is enough. For hybrid seed production, in a hectare area, 8 kg of A line and 4 kg of R line parental lines should be used. Before sowing, seeds are given seed treatment for various purposes. To enhance the growth and productivity of seed crop under dry land and garden land condition, seeds are soaked in 2% potassium dihydrogen phosphate for 16 hours with a seed to solution ratio of 1:0.06 and dried back to original moisture content of 8 to 9%. As a eco-friendly treatment, seeds are also fortified or hardened with 1% leaf extract of Prosopis juliflora and Pongamia pinnata for 16 hours. Seed treatment with chlorpyrifos at the rate of 4 ml per kg is also recommended against the shoot fly attack in young seedlings. To protect the seedlings against seed-borne and soil-borne pathogens, seeds are dry dressed with carbendazim at the rate of 2 gram per kg of seeds. Seeds are also coated with azospirillum at the rate of 50 gram per kg of seed to enhance the fixing of atmospheric nitrogen in the soil. In the main field, the treated seeds are sown either in ridges and furrows or under beds and channel system. The seeds are sown at a spacing of 45 by 15 cm at a depth of 2 to 4 cm as the plant has adventitious root system. In some places, seeds are also raised in nursery and transplanted in the main field with 27 to 30 days old seedlings. In case of hybrid seed production, two parental lines, that is male and female lines, are to be sown or transplanted in a systematic manner at appropriate planting ratio to facilitate outcrossing. Practically, a planting ratio of 6:2, that is 6 rows of female and 2 rows of male line is being adopted for sorghum hybrid seed production. The male and female rows in the seed production plot should be perpendicular to the prevailing wind direction expected at the time of flowering. A lines are sown or transplanted at 45 by 30 cm, while male lines are sown or planted in 45 cm by solid row spacing. All the 4 sides of the hybrid seed production plot should be planted with 4 lines of border rows with the same male line used in the main hybrid seed production field to ensure an adequate supply of pollen and to trap undesirable pollen incoming from other fields. As the seed set on female line depends on effective cross pollination, it is most important to synchronize the heading date of the male and female parents, especially for the hybrid combinations having parents with quite different growth duration. If parents differ in their days to 50% flowering by more than 3 days, staggering of sowing of dates is recommended. Sowing of male and female parents are adjusted in such a way that both the parents come to flowering at the same time. Balancing and timely application of organic manures and optimum dose of major and micronutrients helps in production of higher quantity of good quality seeds. Optimum application of nitrogen fertilizer is found to increase the protein content, which in turn increases the germinability and vigor. Similarly, application of phosphorus and potassium increases the germinability, vigor and storability of seeds. Hence, the recommended dose of NPK has to be applied at appropriate growth stages for varietal and hybrid seed production. At last ploughing, 12.5 tons of compost per hectare need to be applied in the main field. The fertilizer requirement for seed crop is 150, 50, 50 kg of NPK per hectare, in which 100, 50, 50 kg of NPK per hectare is applied as basal, while 25 kg of N is applied after first weeding and remaining 25 kg of N is applied after boot leaf stage. The seed crop is also sprayed with 2% DAP twice at primordial initiation stage and thereafter at 10 days interval. In calcareous soil and in problem soils, 0.5% ferrous sulfate is sprayed thrice at 10 days interval from primordial initiation stage. The seed crop should be irrigated once in a week for enhanced seed set and formation of bolder grains. The critical stages of irrigation are primordial initiation, vegetative, milky and maturation stages. If the irrigation is withheld in these stages, seed set will be poor and seed size will be reduced. Application of pre-emergence herbicides control the growth of weeds up to 20 to 25 days after sowing, followed by one hand weeding at the time of primordial initiation keeps the seed field weed free. Weeding after boot leaf stage is not economical. Kernel smut and head smut being designated diseases of sorghum, appropriate and timely plant protection measures are to be taken. In case of variations in flowering or heading of male and female lines, necessary steps are to be taken to adjust the flowering dates for synchronization of flowering in male and female lines. Accordingly, management interventions like spraying 1% urea to advance the lagging parent, spraying growth retardant like malic hydroside at the rate of 500 ppm at 45 days after sowing to delay the flowering in advancing parent can be advocated. As malic hydroxide will not dissolve in water, first it has to be dissolved in sodium hydroxide and then mixed with required quantity of water. Also, spraying CCC at the rate of 300 ppm will delay the flowering in advancing parent. It was also observed that withholding of one irrigation to the advancing parent will delay the flowering. So, these are the different ways and means of cultural practices to manipulate the growth of parental lines to ensure synchronization at flowering. Timely and adequate roguing is extremely important in seed production. Removal of off-types, rogues, volunteer plants, objectionable weeds, insect and disease infected plants must be done at every stage of crop growth, namely vegetative, flowering and harvesting, to avoid genetic and physical contaminations. Off-types can be identified through stem color, plant structure, number of leaves, auricles, nodal color and grain color, etc. In addition to removing of off-types and volunteer plants from the field, eliminate other related plants such as Johnson's grass, Sudan grass and forage sorghum plants within the isolation distance. These are the sources of undesirable pollen and must be eliminated before pollen is produced. In hybrid seed production plot, the undesirable plants in both A line and R line rows that differ from plants that are true to type are to be removed. The pollen shedders, that is presence of B line plants in A line rows, are also to be checked and removed to maintain genetic and physical purity of seeds. Particularly in female rows, off-types, volunteer plants, rogues, partials, wild types, late or early flowering plants, pollen shedders, R-line plants and diseased plants are to be identified and carefully removed. Similarly, in male rows, rogues, late or early flowering plants, A-line plants and diseased plants have to be rogued out. The most important stages for roguing are maximum tillering, flowering and before harvesting. For certifying the seed crop, a minimum of 3 field inspections shall be made by the seed certification officials. The first inspection shall be made before flowering in order to verify isolation requirements and presence of volunteer plants. The second inspection shall be made during flowering to check isolation and off-types. The third inspection shall be made at maturity and prior to harvesting to verify the presence of other genetic contaminants and diseased heads. As per the field standard for seed crop, the off-types at any one inspection and after flowering should not exceed 0.05% in foundation stage and 0.02% in certified seed stages. Similar field standard has to be adopted for the presence of heads infected by kernel smut or grain smut. To prevent the entry of seed weevil, that is Cytophilus oryzae, infestation at storage, it is advisable to advocate pre-harvest sanitation spray with chlorpyrifos 20 EC and carbendazim at the rate of 10 gram per liter 10 days prior to harvest. The seed crop attains physiological maturity at 40 to 45 days after 50% flowering, and the seed moisture at this stage will be around 25 to 30%. This stage can easily be identified by the formation of Duncan layer at the place of attachment of seed to the ear head. The ear heads are harvested commercially when 80% of ear heads are physiologically matured, where the moisture content will be around 20%. The crop is harvested as once over harvest, as uniformity will be maintained in year heads on maturity. In hybrid seed production plot, male and female lines should be harvested separately. The male rows are harvested first and transported to separate threshing floor. Like that, female rows are harvested and threshed separately. Care should be taken to avoid admixture of female and male lines during harvest. The harvested ear heads are dried under sun and threshed with pliable stick for extraction of seeds. The moisture content of the seed at the time of threshing will be 15 to 18%. For large scale production, mechanical threshers are used, but care should be given to avoid mechanical damage, which in turn will reduce the seed quality and storability. After threshing, the seeds are dried to 8 to 10% moisture content either under sun or using mechanical dryers for long term storage. To get physically pure uniform sized seeds which fetch higher price in the market, suitable sieves and methods are to be followed for processing the seeds. The chaff, ill-filled, undersized and oversized seeds are to be removed to maintain the physical purity of the seed to 98 to 100%. Mechanical grading can be done with cleaner cum grader, which will remove the undersized, immature and chaffy seeds. The size of sieve can be changed depending on the type of seed to obtain physically pure and uniform sized seeds. The seeds are infested with several storage pests. To protect the seeds against these pests and other storage fungal buildup, the seeds are given protective treatment with imidacloprid at the rate of 2 to 3 ml and carbendazim at the rate of 2 gram per kg of seed as slurry treatment or film coating with polymers. As a prophylactic measure, seeds can be fumigated to have check over storage pest. Before fumigation, we must ensure that the moisture content of the seed is not above 10 to 12%, which may interfere with the seed quality in terms of germination. According to Seeds Act 1966, all the seeds of notified kind or varieties when sold to the farmers must meet the minimum seed certification standard for germination and physical purity. Sorghum seeds should possess a minimum physical purity of 98% and minimum germination of 75% as per the Indian minimum seed standards. The seed lots meeting the seed standards should be packed in a suitable container affixed with a label containing information on class of seed, variety, lot number, germination percent, physical purity percent, name of the seed producer, date of test and validity particulars. The germination percentage as given on the label is valid for 9 months and after which it has to be revalidated. After packing, seeds may either be sent to the market for sale or stored safely till the next season. Sorghum is a moderately good storer. Generally, sorghum seeds store well up to 12 months depending on the genotype. However, heavy infestation of storage pests may reduce the storability of seed even to a month or two. For normal storage, jute canvas bags are used with seed moisture content reduced up to 12%. For prolonged storage, HDPE and poly-lined gunny bags or moisture vapor proof containers are to be used with maximum permissible moisture content of 8%. Seeds can be stored up to 3 years if the seeds are packed in moisture proof containers and are stored at low temperature. Seeds are to be stored in well maintained storage godown on the dunnages to maintain the shelf life of seeds for a longer time. I hope that in this session you learnt how the quality seed production in sorghum varieties and hybrids is done scientifically with adequate knowledge on floral biology, breeding tools employed, staggering and synchronization techniques, seed production agronomy, isolation and roguing requirements, seed certification standards, harvest and post-harvest care.